The West Coast swing is over, and what a home run it has been. Non-stop excitement from the wide turns of Auto Club to the treacherous hills of Sonoma and fast-paced short-track racing in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado. We're now back in the East for another type of racing that's sure to keep the momentum of this great season of racing. Good afternoon, folks. This is the NR2003 Boner Cup Series Cracker Barrel 400 from Nashville Superspeedway. Music City has been known for its high heat and high action from every corner of this 1 1/3 of a mile concrete oval. And the question to my co-host is this: with a surprising grid order that we'll get to shortly, are we in for a shock winner today?
Yeah, I think we could see an upset winner. We got multiple potential upset drivers towards the front. Of course, our pole sitter, BJ McLeod, shocking pole sitter there, but not too much further back. You can find the Rick Ware Racing car of JJ Yaley, Joe Nemechek making what I believe is a part-time start, as well as Brendan Gaughan.
Yeah, as you said, Joe Nemechek's here in a part-time schedule, kind of just also having fun. He's actually pretty far up the field here. Could he be one of the upset winners?
Well, Joe Nemechek, he's famous for his qualifying efforts, so I guess it's not too shocking to the old heads.
Well, there's plenty of surprises up and down this field, but here's a man who is not much of a surprise if you look at the championship standings. Elliott Sadler has had great performances this whole season, and he's the first man to 2 wins this season. If you wanted to place a bet on someone to win this race, Elliott Sadler does seem like a pretty safe pick. Well, we're getting closer to the green flag, and to take you through the starting grid, we're going to take you down to the Blue Chew Droner. Your pole sitter for today's race, a bit of a surprise, as we said earlier, BJ McLeod in the number 78. Alongside him is Daniel Hemrick in the Corley 31. Down to row 2, somewhat of a presence in the top 10, Reed Sorensen in the 41, and beside him, Ty Gibbs. Row 3 takes us to AJ Allmendinger, a man who's won here before, and next to him is Todd Gilliland. Daniel Suarez for Trackhouse Racing in the number 99 is 7th, and next to him, once again in the backseater, is Harrison Burton for the Wood Brothers. And rounding out the top 10, championship leader Elliott Sadler, next to him, Eric Almirola.
After that is one of my favorites, Carson Hocevar, who is a proven winner here at the Nashville Superspeedway, and to his outside is JJ Yaley with a great qualifying effort for Rick Ware Racing. Then it is part-timer Joe Nemechek with a great qualifying effort, and to his outside is the number 34 of Michael McDowell. Following them, it's McDowell's teammate John Hunter Nemechek, and another one of my favorite drivers, Brendan Gaughan in the Beard Oil 62. Following them, it's Corey LaJoy, who's putting up another good qualifying effort for Rick Ware Racing, and to his outside, Trevor Bain in the King's Hawaiian car. Then it is Justin Haley in the Chili's machine, and to his outside, Austin Dillon, who's been doing decent this season for himself.
Behind that, we got 2 RFK cars, David Reagan and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Behind that, we got Danica Patrick in the Bed Bath & Beyond car next to Sam Hornish Jr. And following that up, we got Cole Witt in the Long John Silver's 35 next to Casey Atwood. And following that, we got Brian Vickers and Eric Jones in the Yahoo machine. Behind that, we got Michael Annette and Ryan Priest.
31st on the grid is the number 73 BK Racing Toyota of Travis Quapple, and next to him is Garrett Smithley for Rick Ware Racing. That Hendrick Motorsports 25 is back with Casey Mears, he's in 33rd, and next to him, Landon Castle in the 00. Next up, it's Josh Wise in the Dogecoin number 98, and alongside him, Regan Smith. A winner already this season, Shane Van Gisbergen starts this race from 37th. Next to him, in the NASCAR on the CW number 32, it's Matt DiBenedetto. Rounding out the top 40, it's Joey Gase in the Dr. Pepper number 23, and David Stremme, not the best effort from him, he is in 40th.
Following them up, it is Gray Galding in the Panini 83 and Ty Dillon. And then rounding out the field is Marcus Ambrose in a pretty poor qualifying effort for Legacy Motor Club.
And here to give the command to start engines, it's niche internet micro-celebrity, Bible Anime Gamer.
Hey guys, this is Bible Anime Gamer, and drivers, start your engines.
What a great command by that commander.
That guy.
That Washington commander. from Tennessee.
Oh, what do we think's going to happen here in Nashville?
There always seems to be
Racing.
something with tire wear and the heat in these cars. I think it's going to be really just tooth and nail racing. And I wouldn't be surprised if the cars or the drivers give up and we see some problems.
See cars coming through the restart zone, and we are underway at Nashville.
BJ McLeod, good jump. He's ahead of both
Reed
lanes.
Sorensen to second. And AJ Allmendinger potentially to third here. He passes his car teammate. He's going to go by the 41. The 41 touches the 78, almost turned him. Got down into AJ Allmendinger, but they keep it together. McLeod and Sorensen still lead. AJ Allmendinger still pursuing third.
As it's lap one, calm down.
I was going to say
He's
that might have stopped the momentum of Allmendinger, but no, he's in second now.
AJ Allmendinger going
clear
for the lead. Look at this early surge from the 16. Sanford said he was won here before, and he is putting those skills to show. Look at the 16 of AJ Allmendinger.
Look who's following now, going for second. Elliott Sadler. Aggressive move on Suarez, moves him up high. Reed Sorensen coming back. Three wide now.
Yep, they're clear of Suarez.
Oh, 99 got on the wall there.
It's like
Look
And
that.
don't look now, but that other proven Nashville winner, Carson Hocevar, he's going for third already. He started at he didn't even start in the top 10, Hocevar, and he's already to third.
A great
That's
restart
11.
from the Spire car.
Third might not even be enough. He's going to make it to second if he can get past Reed Sorensen here as the yellow is out.
Oh, what's happening here? Oh, it's Matt
That's that Matt DiBenedetto.
Oh, that's our
Awesome.
CW car.
Scrapes on the side of his car. What's gone on there?
Well, here we are on board with Matt DiBenedetto and the CW camera.
Oh,
And things just get turned.
oh. We saw Ty Dillon going through the grass a bit there. I think he might have been involved with that.
I might need another angle.
Well, you see, this is the other angle. Ty Dillon right below Matt DiBenedetto gets to his rear right and just sends him straight into the wall. Extremely hard hit. I don't know what would have prompted that. Maybe just a mistake by Dillon. Who knows? But very rough ride.
I think the 32 is coming down a bit as well. They were also nearly 4 wider in that backstretch there. There's not enough room for that.
Yeah, but this will send us to our first commercial break.
Wendy's new jalapeno fresco spicy chicken is so deliciously hot, it's generating reactions from everyone, like the memer.
Whew. Eat spicy goodness like a boss.
The selfiers,
So good. Gotta get a selfie.
So hot, got a selfie or selfie.
and the behind the timeser.
This sandwich is the bomb. Raise the roof!
Wendy's new jalapeno fresco, our signature spicy chicken topped with fresh jalapenos and ghost pepper sauce. How will you react?
Alright, and welcome back to the NR2003 Boner Cup Series. Pretty quick caution here in Nashville. Hopefully they
Looks like
keep
8
it
cars
cleaner.
stayed out.
Yeah, I think the top 8 stayed out.
We skipped the pit stop thanks to Blue Chew.
Yep, very good sponsors again.
Eric Almirola going to come through the restart zone. First time he's been up top today. Joe Nemechek alongside. Green flag.
And it's a pretty good launch from the inside again.
Definitely the preferred lane on the restart. We saw a bit of pushing and shoving on the last on the start, but they keep it cleaner here.
Have a look at Shane Van Gisbergen.
It's a Daytona winner. Don't look now. Carson Hocevar in the top 5. He's on them fresh tires.
Yeah, good launch by Gisbergen to the bottom. Not quite made the gap to Almirola. Had it going into turn 3, but just couldn't keep it. As Hocevar, he's moving up again. He's now past Cole Witt.
It's
The
weird
two
to
cars
say,
getting
following.
you know,
It's weird to say, but SVG has been kind of irrelevant ever since his Daytona win.
Yeah.
Shane
But
Van
the-
Gisbergen, despite that win at Daytona, he is 25th in points.
Thank
Jeez.
God we have playoffs, and we're 3 wide back here.
We keep it almost with Jones and Sorensen. Nemechek got clear of that mess.
Yep, and here comes
Sorry,
Corey
John.
LaJoy.
Ignorant was kind of been strung up on the top lane. He was getting through the field pretty well, but then he just gets put on that top line, and it's not been looking good since. He lost a spot. There's Carnes walking with.
He's not the first to do that today. A lot of cars miscalculating that tri-oval. It's
Maybe
not hugely impacted his
not all that
momentum
grip.
here. But,
Oh,
Joey Gates!
Yep,
With-
is he gonna make it to the pits? I think he is.
At the top of the podcast, you mentioned the potential engine failures and mechanical failures here, and we see our first victim of that.
Yeah, that
that's
car's smoking.
very
Very didn't see any
unfortunate.
damage on it.
It is worth noting, after this race, we are going off owner's points for the top 35 cars to be locked in. So that's definitely not what you want to see from 23.
And look at how much the lanes matter. Carson Hocevar, he's been the fastest car today so far. He's on the fresh tires, but gets on that outside lane, and he's just dropping like a rock. And that's
Yep,
the
here
cars
goes Trevor
who have
Bayne.
lesser tires.
Might even lose a spot to his teammate, Justin Haley.
The top
Holding
lane
up Eric
just has
Jones as
nothing.
well. Side by side through the restart zone, Van Gisbergen and Sorensen just off camera. Van
He's very
Gisbergen
close to that wall.
So
might
Nemechek's
have
going
hit it.
Yeah, he is
He's
right
closer
here.
to overall than most people. So Joe Nemechek showing that maybe the qualifying wasn't a fluke. Maybe he could be a real contender today.
Behind that, more cars making their way to the top 5. Here's Corey LaJoy again.
This pack here mostly stayed here. LaJoy, he's moved up. Haley, he's moving up. As you saw him just off camera. Carson Hocevar, he's now down definitely below the top 10.
That is losing a spot to the BK Racing car of Gray Galvin.
I wonder if something's wrong with that car at this point. I mean, the top line's bad, but it can't be that bad. I mean, it is Spire Motorsports, so that wouldn't be shocking.
Yeah, but his other Spire teammate is all the way up here.
He's going to be pushing the attack on AJ Allmendinger. This is a race for 6th, I believe. There's cars in front of him. Van Gisbergen has moved up to 3rd. I thought he was racing for the lead, but no, there's still that huge gap of nearly a second you can see on the ticker.
He might be going for the move here.
Joe
Moves
Nemechek
to
to
the
the
bottom.
inside.
And I
And it
think he's
almost-
clear.
It almost looked flawless. I mean, no fight from Almirola there. That bottom lane, especially in turn 1 and 2, is just fantastic.
Joe Nemechek to the lead, and some people are really happy right now about this one.
Hunt still got it. Behind that, SVG is, I think, closing up a little bit to the top 2.
It's gone down by about a 10th. I'm not sure how much the overtake would have affected that.
Yeah, and he definitely gained time on Reed Sorensen.
Bit of contact further back, it looked like, between Goulding and LaJoy. LaJoy a bit slow off the entry of 4.
Maybe trying to make it 3 wide here, but think better of it.
Casey Mears solidly in this mid-pack. He started 33rd. Cars
Yeah,
making their way up the field.
And look how many cars you think are top contenders are just all the way back here.
Suarez had a good start. You were just on him.
Yeah, and here's the points
I-
leader.
That's a good point, actually. And there you see Hocevar, he was up there as well.
Someone running in 22nd. Oh, could be 23rd.
JJ Yaley, actually. I made a point about him. Ty Gibbs, he was like 4th. And now he's all the way down there. Hemrick was 2nd.
Yeah, maybe track position is a little bit important here.
I think it's just all about the lanes. They probably got strung up on the outside for some period of time, and they just got sent back. We've seen how much of a difference that is here.
But there's Austin Dillon. But they seem to be a little bit settled down. I haven't seen a caution since then.
And if we
Yeah,
make
good
it to
for
green
lineup.
flag pit stops, that will be very interesting with drivers who didn't pit under the caution. I think the Allmendinger's going for a position.
Yeah, he was running really close to the side of Van Gisbergen there. Allmendinger, as we said in the pre-race, he's won here before. He knows how to get the job done.
And Almirola's going for a position.
Yeah, he's got that better lane. And you can see Nemechek on the top. He sends it in a bit deep and just has nothing to give. It's less than a car length between the two, but still.
And
I mean, it's a big advantage you get riding the bottom.
the entire rest of the field, pretty much.
Is the 88 now dropping back because he got strung up on the top after getting passed by AJ Allmendinger, and he loses multiple spots off of that.
Yeah, that's
Eric
Baines, Sorensen, Smith, Eric Jones going to be next. There it is. Well, no,
Suarez-
side by side per minute.
Suarez nearly in the top 10 again. Actually, it would be good for him because Elliott Sadler is still in the 20s, I think.
Sadler could also just be looking for just a quiet day. He's very much gotten the job done in terms of the championship. With
I mean,
plenty
he
of
has a-
different factors now.
Comfortable gap, I think.
For most of the race, I don't think anyone saw Elliott Sadler coming in Colorado, so maybe he's squatting back there.
Yeah, Ray Evernham is pretty good at plotting, so...
Now,
Oh,
16 being
Bain.
strung up. Bain, it did not look like he could keep it through there. He's actually lost a bit of time. Couldn't
he
keep
sent
to
Yeah,
the
it looked
side.
he got loose and he got up in for Allmendinger, and but now I think he's gonna have the inside here and could get to third.
Yeah, has another go of it. Doesn't get it done out of 4, but definitely coming into 1 now. He is ahead. And AJ, you would think, would be trying to just muscle that car back down to the bottom. But Regan
here comes
Smith
Regan
is
Smith.
there.
Yep, and might lose a spot to Eric Jones as well. Not quite.
And I think he might have the 20 clear at least if he can get to the bottom here.
There's Reed Sorensen. There's a Gago cars back here.
We're actually going to go 3 wide thereabouts. Gisbergen loses time. Austin Dillon, Ty Gibbs get past. And next in line to make a move would be Casey Mears. Maybe Ryan Preece. He stays at the top.
Danica
Danica
Patrick. Shane Van Gisbergen just has not been able to get that 88 back to the inside. He's been on this outside the past few laps and just dropping spots because of it.
Bit of
think he might
contact
be
there
able to
between
go
Preece and
now.
Hemrick.
Yeah, this may be a shot if he can clear the 47 of Preece.
She does.
I think he tapped Austin Dillon out of the way as well.
Of a bump and run.
Get back to the ideal track position for Van Gisbergen.
Oh no, Priest
Or
moves
maybe
Austin Dillon up.
not. It's really hard to tell. It could be down to the track surface. I mean, Nashville
Whoa.
is.
Look at that, Ed. Did you see that? Ed?
Car's
Oh,
pitting.
car's pitting.
I guess the cars that
Yeah, there's
stayed
Eric
out.
Jones.
Yeah, those are the cars who stayed out, but we're going to skip that pit stop thanks to Blue Chew and Joe Nemechek with the uncontested lead now.
Yep, but
Well, Nemechek also stayed out, so he's going to be running long.
yeah, I imagine he
six
cannot stay out
sidestep-
for a while. So
Yeah.
here he goes.
And there it is, not much longer.
Bane pits as well. So they'll give the lead to Regan Smith.
Great run for this 95 car today.
Yep, but don't count
Smith
out
is
AJ.
very up and down this season, so a bit more stability. I mean, how stable can you be with a win? I think you'll be nice and comfortable.
Yeah, pre-race we mentioned underdog performances, and Regan Smith is pretty familiar with those.
Of course, unexpected Southern 500 winner right there. I mean, no one saw that coming when he got it done for Furniture Row, and now with this underdog 95, I believe a Vine family racing team. What can he do?
He'll be happy with him. So here
And
goes
actually,
Daniel
looking at
Suarez.
it, there's a fair amount of manufacturer parity in this top six. I mean, it's 2 Toyotas, 2 Chevys, 2 Fords. Although definitely the Toyotas have been more up front today with Almirola and now Nemechek and Regan Smith.
And Dylan's going to make it 3 Chevys. As the 16 going to come down here.
Yep.
7, most of the field is coming down.
Yeah, so sing out Ty Gibbs.
Leader?
Matt Benedetto.
Leader is Ty Gibbs.
I think that accident definitely caused speed in that car, so it might go a lap down.
They did a good job repairing the physical damage on that car. It doesn't look as bad as before, but performance is just not there.
Yeah, still put behind them.
Very much the rest of the field, so...
It's going to be really interesting to see how this cycles out.
Yeah, we're looking at about 30 laps, if not just over. So with 90 laps on the cards for today, it's going to be 2-3 stops.
Got a whole bunch of cars in the pits.
It's going to be down to who shakes out as the leader. I thought it was Almirola,
Yes,
but it might be Eric Jones.
And he's way clear of Almirola. So we'll see if the overcut does the job.
I feel like we haven't seen Eric Jones in the top 3. He's been in that top 10 vicinity the whole race, but not this far up, and the pit crew getting it done for him, seemingly.
Yeah, that never happens.
Eric Jones has had a pretty terrible run of the West Coast Spring. If not the whole season, to be honest. No top 10s recorded so far this season, besides the duels. So again, a win today would be huge for that 20 team.
Yeah, and someone that has been kind of unlucky, I would say, is Trevor Bain. He led a bunch of laps in all of the West Coast races, and nothing to show for it.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's going to be over for Trevor Bain. I mean, he is a great racer, really. So it might be a slow start, but you have to just consider the amount of talent that he has. I'm sure he's going to get something done.
You keep running up front like this, and eventually the win will come to you.
So Eric Jones is definitely the leader. There's a massive gap behind to Ryan Preece.
Same thing, Gisbergen. He lost a bunch of spots earlier, but the pit crews gained some of them back. He finds himself in 6th now. So that's good for SVG.
I think Trackhouse historically has pretty good pit crews.
Daniel Suarez's pit crew in particular has been one of the best in NASCAR for some time.
Here comes Regan Smith. Hit later than these guys, so...
Oh, the 88 got a bit of wall there. I think he's fine, though. The top 4 is looking closer than the previous round between these cars.
John Nemechek could be trying to make a move on Almirola, but he's going to actually lose out to Trevor Bayne.
This field is so spread out now.
Trevor Bayne might also look on Eric Almirola. I think he's going to just clear him.
Great stuff out of the 6 car.
Yeah, could this be the one? Oh, we got a few cars. Kind of on the edge of the top 10.
Coleman has kept it relatively high in the order since they made that original call to stay out under the caution, and I believe started very close to the front. And Witt hasn't really lost much.
He is also the highest front row car, as you see Trevor Bayne pitting.
We're going to skip his pit stop, thanks to Blue Chew. And that puts... You'd think it'd put less pressure on Eric Jones, but Eric Almirola has just kind of filled the gap there.
They're not pitting yet.
You'd think that they would have another 10-20 laps in them.
Yeah, I don't know what the strategy is for the RFK crew.
20 is starting to gap the 43 a bit.
That could be just ultra aggressive strategy. There's no one else really pitting. There were maybe some issues.
Either some issues or some real strange strategy. I mean, we see it out of the 6 team. See Brett Keselowski, usually he stays out a lot longer than everyone else, but opposite for Trevor Bayne.
Yeah, usually that doesn't even work for Brad.
Gap is really close between the 3 now.
Here's Joe Nemechek.
Yeah, Nemechek gonna go with what sticks on Almirola. I thought entering turn 1 he might have got caught up a bit by the back bumper of Eric Jones, but they make it all safely through. Nemechek shuffles into 2nd and, well, does not yet have the speed to challenge, but he's gonna take a shot at it now.
Yeah, Eric Jones maybe suffering with tire wear.
What an impressive run from Joe Nemechek today. One of the top contenders in this race, and that is not exactly a car with the most backing or funding. Just kind of running a few races, mostly self-funded with that Nemco operation. He's competing with the top teams of his manufacturer.
Yeah, but if you look at his top 4, it's all Toyotas.
Yeah, 2 of the top teams, the Legacy Motor Club and Jacobs Racing Cars, and then 2 very small teams, Nemco and Levine Family Racing.
And they're doing a great job here. There's a massive gap to 5th.
That is a good run for Ryan Priest today.
Trevor Bayne dicing his way through.
Fresher tires in the rest of the field. He's going to kind of blow by people with how the tire wear has been affecting them today.
But he's currently 2 laps down.
Who knows how this will all work out, as Nemechek's been put in third. Eric Jones maintains the lead over Almirola, Nemechek, then a gap to Regan Smith, and another gap to Ryan Preece.
And might get to lap traffic soon, again from Matthew Benedetto.
I think the lead drivers, if they do get to him, they're going to be really begging for him to go on the high side, because any sort of challenge that De Benedetto gives could really tank their runs, even though this field is quite split up and spread out.
What, he goes up for the lead! Oh my goodness!
We were just talking about his terrible run lately.
Yeah, that's not what I was expecting at all. Eric Jones. Huge trouble. He's on the apron. It looks like it's brought out a caution. He's going to stop on the racetrack.
Yeah, he's not going to get it back.
Yeah, that car's stuck.
And so who's going to inherit the lead? Almirola it is.
There's the yellow.
And they'll be racing it back.
And the two cars who have blown up, I believe, are both Toyotas.
Yeah, that's not very, doesn't strike confidence.
Nemechek looking for the lead and gets it.
Yes, he's gonna lead us back to the caution.
Huge implications here at Nashville.
And does Trevor Bayne get a lap back? I think he will.
Or
no?
Might actually, yeah, it might go to
I think
Benedetto.
It's taken by De Benedetto, and that's gotta be frustrating for the six.
Go through a quick commercial. You can see a replay of what happened to Eric Jones.
You can run the perfect race.
Denny Hamlin leading the pack on the final lap.
And then, boom.
Oh, Hamlin's hit! Hamlin is out of it!
That's true in racing and life. When debt hits hard, National Debt Relief helps you take control, so you can pay less than you owe in less time than you think. When life wrecks your finances, National Debt Relief helps you get back on track. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started today.
Well, we're back here after that short commercial break at Nashville Superspeedway. Leading us to the green flag this time, he's done it before today. Eric Almirola alongside him, Regan Smith. We've had a couple of pit stops that have shaken out the field, and we're ready to go racing.
The pace car turns that hard left. We go through the Geico restart zone. Once again, good launch from the inside.
That inside has had it all day, so not going to be surprised if Regan Smith and the cars behind him, Van Gisberg and Atwood, they're already falling. Smith looks like he's going to hold on the outside of Joe Nemechek.
And this could end up just being a battle between Almirola and Nemechek again.
We might be going three wide. Look there,
Danica.
Smith, Priest, Danica Patrick.
Get some contact.
Smith backs out of it. He was at the very top. Patrick's going to get by. Austin Dillon making the move. Not for position.
And look at Danica Patrick.
And look at Joe Nemechek. He's taken the lead. We did not notice that, but he might be under fire from Danica Patrick.
Yeah, she's challenging Almirola and Joe Nemechek.
The Almirola looks dicey out of 4.
She has a preferred line, and she is going to clear.
And look at that, Ty Dillon into 5th. He started nearly last.
It had that contact with Matthew Benedetto, but didn't affect him at all.
He's passed his brother, and he's going to go to 4th past Joe Nemechek.
Huge jump from that 13.
Look at Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Cole Witt.
Cole Witt, 3 wide on the inside for the 35.
Stenhouse in the middle. He's not the worst at these concrete tracks, but he's been nowhere today. Cole Witt is going to put him under pressure as he was through 1 and 2. Nemechek's fallen down even more spots. I think he's outside of the top 5 now.
Because Danica Patrick leads the field here.
He settled out a bit. So, throwing the wall back there.
Justin Haley now, he's been out of this race for most of it. He's following Preece on the bottom.
And you see Nemechek falling victim to what many have before him. Just the outside line is not where you want to be.
Here's Ricky.
Still side by side with that 87. Now they merge out. Dillon going for the move, picking up the scraps. See how heavy Nemechek has fallen. We've still got a bit of time to go in this race, so things could change depending on when he gets to that bottom, if he gets to that bottom. He's got a bit of room here as we're sort of stacking up in this pack. Nemechek actually looks like he might challenge Austin Dillon if Casey Miz doesn't beat it to him. Another car on the bottom up front that looked like Ty Dillon. He's going to face Regan Smith, but right now we're still looking at Nemechek.
He is clear Austin Dillon. See Eric Amarola back to the lead. Danica Patrick another spot. And caution. Actually.
Caution.
Oh, that's a big hit on the back for Harrison Burton.
That car is destroyed.
Well, Eric Amarola leads us back to the caution. Let's go to a quick replay.
Well, we saw Harrison Burton with big damage. This is just that same lap. Reed Sorensen on the bottom. McDowell running high. Sorensen gets into him and spins him. And McDowell, given no room, he just had plowed straight into the back of him. So big contact for both. Burton still moving, but a huge hit and huge damage to the rear of that number 21. And you see there scrapes on the side for the 34 as well. That's not what either of these guys wanted. And you're going to see here an onboard view of McDowell. See the problems right there. Up Burton goes, and just no room. Rocking a hard place with the rear of Harrison Burton and that wall. Keeps it going though, which is always the good thing. But again, really just a victim in this caution.
There's no clue what Sorensen was doing there.
Hi, lady. You're either pregnant or very fat.
I am pregnant.
How would you like your child to start a rocket company?
That would be great. I guess.
Then try new Tylenol, Autism Strength, the only pain reliever guaranteed to put your child on the spectrum. This fast-acting Tylenol quickly goes through your bloodstream and somehow, through some unknown process no one can quite explain, gives your child autism.
Are there any side effects?
Well, there's the autism.
Oh.
Tylenol Autism Strength. It may or may not give your kid autism. There's like a correlation or something.
The NR2003 Boner Cup Series brought to you by Progressive. Think easier. Think Progressive.
With a great pit stop, Ty Dillon has gotten the lead. The number 13 started near the back, now leads this field. He's ahead of Eric Almirola, Danica Patrick, Cole Witt, Casey Mears, Austin Dillon, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and don't look now, but Elliott Sadler has found his way to this top 10. I told you all earlier that he might have been plotting back there, and the strategy might be coming to fruition. But Ty Dillon is going to be the leader here through the Geico restart zone for the Geico car, but Eric Almirola gets a bit of a better jump here.
Yeah, that's the first time we've seen the outside get a run.
Yeah, it felt like unknown
Stenhouse
territory.
3 wide to the inside on the restart. He's going for 4th already.
Yeah, there he's going
a
places.
lot of action through here.
To
Stenhouse
4th.
still on the bottom.
Maybe 3rd. Past Almirola to 3rd for Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
They don't hold on to lead one lap.
Almirola now starting to drop. It was a good launch. I didn't think it would
Danica to
be.
the lead.
Yep, and he's going to be shoved 3 wide by Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Regan Smith. Did not
Smith
glide.
backs
Not
out.
fully there.
Ty Dillon's probably going to go backwards here. Strung up on the outside.
And we're still
Casey Mears up here.
nearly 3 wide back here.
Gosh, Wise. Hello.
He's here.
Patrick moves up the racetrack. Although she was still clear of Regan Smith, Regan now closing that gap. Gonna look at it. Does not get
Contact
to the
there.
bottom. He is at the
Waiting on
bottom.
the pad.
Forcing his way through.
Look who's made it back here in the top 5. Carson Hocevar. We haven't heard from him in a long time since the beginning of this race. And now he's in
Also,
4th.
Haven't really heard from Casey Mears this season, and here he is. See David Reagan in the
What
other
a
RFK
crazy
car.
race car.
And
That
look at the other
Eric
Spire
has
car.
faded a lot. The 43 has gone backwards. He was the top contender for most of this race, and now he's buried in mid-pack traffic. You can barely see him back there.
3 wide
Justin
through
Haley,
turn 1.
3 wide.
Haley. He's going to get the best of it. Nemechek
He's-
following him.
Also past his teammate.
Great move from Justin Haley.
And he's got to cover himself. Ty Dillon coming towards him. Not through there, actually. He's put a car, Danica Patrick, between the two. This is a big run from that 17. It's another driver that has not been here this season.
Here's Marcus Ambrose. Started last. Great on for the legacy
There he is
team.
for the team.
And Regan Smith is still just pulling away after this battling.
And Haley to 3rd.
But Smith's got to make the most of this. That was a really aggressive move for the lead. He needs to just keep running as hard as he can, you would think.
And
'cause
you
he's
have
got
to
no
hope
trouble.
that the 17 doesn't get to you, because he also was making aggressive moves. Stenhouse has shown that he's going to do anything to win this race. But Regan will do anything to win as well. It's going to be real interesting if these two cars start clashing.
Yeah, I think this entire top 3 is all aggressive drivers.
Haley getting closer to Stenhouse.
It might
Can't
get a better
get
run
to the bottom
here.
of them. He
There it
can
goes.
now. Down this
Justin
back
Haley
stretch,
inside,
sends it
complete
in
pass,
deep.
has momentum for the 95 potentially. He's going to get past him through 3. No, the 95 comes down, bangs on his
touch.
door window, but the 7 maintains it.
What a move from Justin
Big-
Haley.
Big time move right there.
And here's Casey
Here's
Mears.
the 3rd.
Only-
The
Here's
back
Joe
of Joe
Nemechek.
Nemechek to the back.
Yeah, I don't think this is quite over for Joe Nemechek.
He's going to look at Miz now. Miz going down to try and defend.
And back here, David Reagan trying to make a move on his teammate.
Nemechek's
87.
going for it. Reagan too.
Yeah, I think he's going to go to 3rd. We can't see it, but he's going to go to 3rd.
Past Mears, and here's Regan Smith.
Back
Smith
for
gonna
it.
fight back, sending it in just as deep as Haley did last lap.
He made that one look easy.
And
What a
here's
move by
Joe
the
Nemechek.
95.
Yeah, Nemechek going to make the most of it. You have to think this is going to be second. I don't know what Haley can do from this position. And it's nothing.
And here's Casey Mears.
Ty Dillon's not out of this either. He's trying to fight back a bit. I think getting into 5th there.
Past David Reagan. Here's Danica Patrick as well. Now, if I'm Regan Smith, I definitely do not want to see Danica Patrick again. I don't think she'll be happy about the move he pulled on her.
No, it's about as aggressive as you can get. really flirting on the lines of a caution there. Lucky that we didn't get that. We've still got a battle for second now. 2 cars, maybe even 3 if Miz can get there. This could very well be a battle for the lead.
Regan Smith taking it a bit easy.
And we are inside 10 to go. Things are just going to get more intense.
Think about how big of a win this would be for Joe Nemechek. He's here for fun. He's here for bragging rights. He is going to want this win just for the sake of it, for the prize money. He could run more races. He could get a real better car. Not that I think it needs to be better, because look, now he's in the lead.
But Regan Smith, he's for that Levine family racing team. It would be so big to get a playoff spot for the 95.
Yeah, don't count out Justin Haley either. Spire is one of the top teams of the series, but they kind of been having a slow start to this season. As he's gonna...
Oh, he's gonna put the bumper to Regan Smith there. Regan able to hold the spot.
Allow him to move.
And this is such aggressive racing we're seeing for an intermediate track. We're seeing moves that you'd think you'd see at Martinsville, not Nashville.
Oh, maybe some desperation here.
You just have a bunch of underdogs fighting at the front this entire race, and all of them will do anything to win.
Regan Smith sitting behind might make a move onto the front stretch.
He's doing
Looks
a good
like
job of
that's
keeping it
gonna
behind.
Oh, he gets into the 87!
Contact made. They're side by side. Smith has the ideal position, but he's not going to have the speed.
Yeah, I think
the contact slowed him down.
Here comes Justin Haley.
Justin Haley again, not on that bottom, but Smith is slower. This is going to have to be a risky move. If he can make it, Smith speeds it back up to the lead now.
Oh my goodness.
And Haley's going to follow.
Haley, second.
We'll see if Joe Nemechek can recover.
Nemechek, he's probably the most experienced driver in this field, but still, is he cracking under the pressure? You said he hit that wall.
Regan Smith, he has been so aggressive, and Justin Haley's had a front row seat to most of it. Will he pay it back a bit, or will he be clean against 95?
Oh,
he slams into him in turn 1. That's just what I thought would happen.
Yeah, Justin Haley definitely wants this more than Regan. Or at least that's what he thinks.
Regan Smith, he's been putting moves like that to the entire field up front here. He hasn't earned respect from anyone, it seems, and Justin Haley will take the lead.
Justin Haley, I mean, he's more of a super speedway racer. He's going to know exactly what Regan was going to do. So he had to just make the move himself. He'll say, look, you can wreck people, but I can too. Just very, very risky racing. And with 3 to go now, can Haley hold on? Because Regan is still right there.
Yeah, this track is called the National Super Speedway, but I don't think anyone told them that this isn't a real super speedway.
Haley put in a tiny bit of a gap here. You think Regan's used it all up already?
And Joe Nemechek might actually catch Regan Smith, which would definitely help Justin Haley.
They're going to be going to the white flag here through 3 and 4. Justin Haley made a move on Regan Smith that Regan Smith put on basically everyone else, but they have 1 lap to settle it. It is not over yet. Justin Haley leading over Regan Smith, been putting the gap to him, but we've seen what Regan Smith has done in 3 and 4 before.
Regan's going to have to go in and not brake.
Can he do anything? Haley holds steady.
Yeah, he's gonna do it. Justin Haley wins at Nashville.
An
That's a
absolute
big win.
thriller. And look at Trevor Bayne. He was 2 laps down at some point in this race, and he finishes 4th.
Well, there's another good run for that RFK 6.
Phenomenal racing, though, for that lead and for that win. Justin Haley started 19th, was in the mix for most of today, mostly in the mid-pack, though. But he made the move when it counted. Huge win for Spire. First of the season for them.
And his
brilliant
teammate
stuff from the number.
also gets a top 10. Definitely think Spire's going to be happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the best days Spire's had this season. Probably the best day. Could not be happier with the effort put by their two drivers.
Hi, BJ.
Chili's wanted to reintroduce the Presidente Margaritas to a NASCAR audience, but that was pretty complex, so we came up with the catchy line. Ride the Dente, ride the Dente, that's all I wanna do is ride the Dente. Now, is this here country song about Chili's Presidente Margaritas just a shameless way to sell Chili's Presidente Margaritas? Yup, sure is. Ride the Dente.
Now.
Okay, bitch. After a thrilling race here at Nashville Superspeedway, it's time to look at your point standings. No surprise that the leader is still Elliott Sadler with 192 points, but they came in tied coming into this race. David Reagan and Daniel Suarez. Reagan now ahead of the 99. He's now second in points with 169. Suarez is at 152. Brian Vickers is fourth in points, and Eric Almirola is fifth. McDowell is sixth, and with a win that puts him into the playoffs, it's Justin Haley, and behind him is Trevor Bayne.
And for the rest of the playoff standings, still pretty much just the top 15 plus Shane Van Gisbergen. However, still a pretty tight points battle either way. And now we got Eric Jones, who unfortunately blew up, so that'll be heartbreaking for him. And behind that, it's John Hunter Nemechek, Carson Osevar, and a three-way tie between AJ Allmendinger, Todd Gilliland, and Harrison Burton. And then currently the last car in would be Ricky Stenhouse Jr. So behind that, pretty surprising, it's Austin Dillon. Felt like he was a top contender the whole season, but then David Stremme, Regan Smith, Danica Patrick, and pretty solidly in the top 20, it's Casey Atwood. And that also helps the owner's standings, as after this race, as we said, we go by the top 35 in points. So, what do we think is going to happen next week?
Well, next week we stay on the concrete, but it's a whole different type of track, a lot more banked and a lot shorter. Dover is going to be thrilling. I mean, there's plenty of drivers that are good there. There's plenty of action to be had. You can't not be excited for it.
Yeah, I feel like Dover is always a good race. Maybe not in recent memory, but so it should be pretty fun with these Gen 6 cars. But that will do it for this week. If you want to follow the points, they will be posted on Twitter, since it's kind of too big to show here. But yeah, see you at Dover.